Hey there guys, it's SerAaron here. Just doing kind of a quick update video on Amber, Project Amber, because we're kind of waiting on the bucket servers to update, so we can't really have everybody on the server right now. So I have Amber on my private server, and I've been working on the outer wall of the entire city, among other things. Um, so yeah, I've basically just been doing this for the last week, and I've also been designing the palace, or redesigning the palace rather. Um, I did show a little bit of the designs that we'd already done in episode 1 of Project Amber, which if you haven't seen, you can see by clicking on the moon in the top left-hand corner. And if you have seen it, then great. Yes, so this wall is absolutely massive. I'll get to the palace shortly. We still need to terraform around the outside of the wall a bit, because we've still got this terraforming to do here, which is where the city ends and the whole thing just falls into the void. Hey. The moon disappears when you go into the void. Anyway, yeah, so this wall literally just goes on around the entire city. We've yet to come up with a design for it, so right now it's literally just blank. World hole. But every other tower has a stairway in it, which takes you up to the top. Other than that, the towers really don't have that much in them. Also, these stair blocks need resetting because I just copied and pasted it along, which is really easy to do. Anyway, so yeah, this wall's really easy to do, looks really good, but takes forever. So now I'm just going to kill myself and we'll go back to the palace. Yeah, it turns out it's actually quicker to travel through Amber by killing yourself than it is to fly there, because Amber's so big. So this is the palace, which we've been working on once it loads in. Yeah, I showed a quick view of it, in one image in the first episode of Project Amber. So this is a slightly more detailed view of it. So over here we have the actual palace area, which we're still in the process of building and designing. And this is the front gardens. It also has a back garden, and this is the outer wall of the palace, with a little tea house there, and then each one of these dovecote towers has a stairway in it with, I think, 3 or 4 floors on each. Yeah, they're massive. Just punch my way out. So I'm just gonna fly over here to show you how big the palace actually is going to be. So as you can see, as you actually come towards the palace, the front of it begins to fade out. That's how big it is. And I'm at render distance far right now. But this is the sort of basic, very, very basic shape of it. That sort of square there is going to be the Grand Hall, which is going to have a very similar look to King's Chapel in Cambridge, if you've ever been to Cambridge or seen King's Chapel. And then over this way we've got Colville. So and then over there we've got the sample city. So it is literally huge. It takes up this whole layer. But the general look that I'm going for is kind of similar to the old Amber, only a lot bigger, a lot more impressive, and completely unsymmetrical in its design. I have this really weird thing against symmetry. It's kind of like the exact opposite of OCD when it comes to symmetry. So this is sort of the design that I'm coming up with. This is going to make people rage, but I don't care because so far this is looking really good. Over here we have Tower Town, which is a placeholder name, by the way. We call it Tower Town because it is quite literally a small town made out of towers. These are going to be student apartments for the magicians in training at the academy, which is far east from here, which I'm not going to go to because it's not built. But this whole sort of round area that I'm in right now is going to get filled with these sorts of towers, and they're literally just apartment buildings. And then this is the stadium, which is almost finished, which you've probably seen a little bit of already. The exterior is finished, the sort of all of this is finished, it's looking very nice. But the interior is lacking somewhat, let's say. We really need to finish this. I think we kind of lost interest though. But yeah, I think I'll get Quasi or somebody to just finish it, and then it will be done. I wasn't happy with how big Amber was, so I decided it needed to be bigger. Decided to double it. So it was like 900 blocks by about 800 blocks or something. I think it was 800 by 1200, and I took all the dimensions and doubled them, and somehow wound up with 1800 by 1000. So if somebody can tell me how 900 doubled equals 1000, that would be great, because I honestly don't know. I'll try and do these every week. I know I said at the end of episode 1 that I'd do an intro to the whole team and we'd do a tour of the stadium. Now I know I said that, but since Minecraft actually came out, we've been waiting for Bucket to update, so I can't properly introduce the whole team. We're also looking for new people, and everything's a bit of a mess right now. So I think this will be episode 2, and we probably won't do a proper tour of the stadium until it's properly done. So next video will probably just be another update video similar to this, showing you what's going down in Amber Town. So I should really say goodbye. So goodbye.